What's up, everybody, and welcome back to a new cartoon drawing tutorial. And today we are going down into the Lego world. That's right, where we are going to be drawing, requested by you. That's right, Snake Rattler. That's right. I'm not sure who this guy is, but he looks like a tough customer. So with that, we need to go ahead and get our 3Ps out, our paper, our pen, and our pencil. Hopefully you have an eraser as well. No. Yes, got my eraser. All right. And and we're going to go ahead and get started. We need to turn our papers portrait or up and down because this character is going to take up most of that space. So we're going to start off real easy with some real easy shapes, as we do here. So take out your pencils first. That's right, always start with your pencil. We're going to start not at the very tippy top of our paper, but we're going to give ourselves some room here and go right down here, and we're going to draw a nice, not with that pen, we're not. We're going to draw a nice rectangle. All right, got a nice rectangle, just like that. All right. Okay, once you have your rectangle, we are going to do the secret that we do here on this channel. If you don't know it yet, you do now. It is the magic T. And why is the magic T magic? Well, once we have the magic T, which is going to go right down the center of our rectangle, and we're going to put the other line a little bit higher, not right in the center on this one. But now we have a guide to put down all the pieces of the face, and everything's going to go and match up perfectly. All right, right underneath this rectangle, we are going to draw a smaller, thinner rectangle, just like that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and connect the body and the head together with a straight line. Goes across just like that. Or actually, let's make it a little bit bigger. Make it a little bit bigger. All right, and we're gonna make a nice long rectangle. See, I've told you it's gonna be easy. Lots of basic shapes, lots of basic lines. All right. Have our, that's kind of a messed up rectangle, but you get the idea. Okay, there we go. This is why we use our pencils first. All right. Okay. Now, once we have this, what we're going to do now is we're going to extend that bottom line on that rectangle just a little bit on each side. And we are going to go ahead and go from the top, and we are going to drop down a slanted line to connect. So we're basically making kind of a triangle, really. Just like that. All right, and I think we're doing really good on as far as having room. So we're going to continue our easy our easy shapes and lines, and we're going to draw another almost right, not the very tippy top of the triangle, but a little bit in, just a little bit in. You can put a mark on each side, and we're going to drop a straight down line, which will be a rectangle as well. Okay. Mine's a little bit crooked, but that's okay. Your guys's will be better. It won't be as crooked as mine. Let me see if I can get this line right. That's a little better. I'm still crooked. Okay, there we go. That works. Okay, now we've got the basic shape right here. It looks it looks like a robot, but it's all going to turn out really cool. So here now we got all the pieces. We can go ahead and really start fleshing this out. So the first thing we want to do, let's start with the face. That sounds like fun, right? We're going to start with the face. And we're going to draw on that magic T line, We're going to draw a nice circle like that and a little baby circle inside of it, just like that. And we're going to fill this in. Okay. Right next to this on the magic T line, we're going to draw a straight line. We're going to draw two big lines like that. So one's a little bit smaller, one's a little bit bigger, and we're going to connect them together with a slanted line. And then we're going to draw just a little bit more right here, extending this. So basically we have this shape. All right. We can actually fill this in, I believe. All right. Let's draw his mouth, which is a straight line going straight across, just like that. And then we'll combine it with a curved line, like a smile. He kind of looks like a nice character so far, but that'll all change. What we're going to do now, we're going to be on that magic T line again. We're going to draw a straight line. Actually, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. There we go. We're going to draw a line going down off that magic T line and then going back up. Just like that. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Straight line down and then slanted line back up. All right. All right. We're going to do something now. We're going to make his hat. I think I kind of want to do this part first, but we're going to make a big smile above his head. All right. Nice big smile, right? And then all we're going to do is from that magic T line, we're going to go and make a curved line going back up and connecting with that big smile. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Big curvy line going up and connecting with the smile. All right. All right, let's go down here. Let's start making some more of his body here. We're going to look where his neck is. We're actually going to create a V shape like that. And right next at where it all connects here, we're going to draw a little square. Then on each side of that V, we're going to draw a curvy line that goes straight down like that. So it curves and goes straight down. Do the same thing. It curves in and goes straight down like that. On each side of him, we're going to draw these little ovals. So right here almost by the end of where where this part meets that part. I don't know what you call that. We're going to draw a little oval right here. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, another oval, just like that. And then we're going to draw a fish hook from the side of each oval up to his shoulder. So there you go. There's a fish hook. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Here we go. Ready? Fish hook down. I'm going to start let's do this way. And fish hook up. How about that? Does that work better? I think it kind of worked better than this one. All right. All right, let's do some of his pants. We're just going to do a straight line going across like that, right near the top. We're going to do a second one that's kind of like right in the middle of the whole thing that we made. Let's see, get that straighter. There we go. All right. And then what we're going to do in this little space that we made right here, we're going to just put another rectangle like that. We're going to make a thinner rectangle inside, or the bottom of the inside of that, like that. On each side of the bottom rectangles, I know there's a lot of rectangles, huh? We're going to draw little thin rectangles right here. Just like that. Okay. I don't know, he's looking pretty good to me. All right. So now we're going to finish off his hat. An easy way to do that is look where his head is, and we'll put a mark above his hat. Okay. And then we'll just do slanted lines going up. Okay. And then we're just going to curve line it together. Nice big rainbow line like that. And I just realized I should have done something first, but that's okay, we can still do it. We're going to go on the ends of each of his hat. We're going to do a little curvy line on each end. And then we're going to just follow this big smile line, and we're going to go all the way across. Just like that. All right? So this part of his hat shouldn't be in there. That was my mess up. But there you go. So there's his hat. All right, let's finish his eye patch here. So we're going to do a slanted line going up like that. Another slanted line going up this way. So we got 2 slanted lines. Looks like he's got like 3 of these lines all over. You know what? Before we do, let's look at these triangles. And on each side of the triangles, we're going to draw the lines going all the way up straight. Straight up lines. Just like that, okay? And then on the bottom of each one, we're going to do 3 slanted lines. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right? Okay. So now we can do his eye patch, which goes down here to the end of his, I guess those are sideburns. And we can actually get rid of the magic T. You can get rid of the magic T or just not ink it in when you do your inks. It's up to you. I'm going to get rid of my magic T, though. Don't ink in the magic T, everyone. All right. Underneath his mouth, we're going to give him a little curvy line like that. And we are going to go from each side of these hairs, and we're just going to go dot, 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 all the way across like that, okay? We're going to give him more dots in a little bit, but we're going to just give him that many dots right now. Okay, also, he doesn't have a square head, so what we're going to do is, on the ends here, we're going to do curvy line like that on each side, and then we'll just erase the square, or the rectangle. So now he's got more of a shaped face there. What do you think? Yeah, he's looking good. All right. I like to move from top to bottom, so let's do that. Right inside this V here, we're going to give him 2 curvy lines. What are 2 lines that follow the same path but never meet? Parallel lines. So that's what we just did. We did some parallel lines. All right. Once we have this little square here on the V, we are actually going to draw, following the V, we're going to do another line that goes all the way down to that little square. In fact, my square is a little big. I'm going to make my square a bit smaller. There we go. All right. We're going to do some triangles real quick, or V's. So let's do a V right here and a V right here. So you can see they're the letter V, right? We're going to make bigger V's. This one's we're going to slant down, and then we're going to go further down so we're going to make a slanted line and then go all the way down. It almost looks like a 7. Looks like a 7. Let's do a 7 on this side. Ready? Here we go, 7. Yeah, that looks like a 7, right? I think it looks like a 7. All right, now we're going to draw 2 rectangles. And they are going from the side, not all the way to the other side, though. Once you have those 2 rectangles in the ends of each one, we're going to draw 2 little dots, just like that. We're going to draw his hands, which right now are just going to be, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this first. I'm trying to think. Yes, let's do the circles. And the circles are going to be nice and big, just like that. We're going to make sure they aren't touching his arms, though. So leave a little space in between from the circle to his arm. I'm going to do the same thing here. You can kind of look where his belt is here and put those circles directly on each side of that belt. I like it when they have bigger hands. I make my hands big. What do you think? I make mine a little bit bigger. I like big hands on my characters. I don't know why. Easier to see. Okay. All right, now once you have a circle on each side, we're just going to connect them with a rectangle to the arm. Just like that. All right. Okay. All we're going to do now is go all the way down to the bottom of his, where we made those little side rectangles. We are now just going to go all the way across from the top of those rectangles. And these are becoming his shoes. Okay. Okay. So we also, now that we know that these are his shoes, this little thin rectangle in the middle is a space. It's an open space right there. And we can also erase now the line right there. So now that we have his full-on shoes. All right? This is actually, I'm not sure what, but we're going to add an extra line on each side of this. All right, there we go. Okay. This is going to be our last steps. So let's do this. So for the last step, I can see I need to move this back a little bit more. Okay, for the last step, all we're going to do is we're going to look at his hat. Again, I like to start from the top. We're going to add a little thin curvy line right at the top and erase, like that. We're going to add curvy lines dropping down on each side of his hat, like that. Okay? Okay. Now we're going to draw from the end of each part, from the end of his, not actually on the end, we're going to just draw a little rainbow right here. All right, that's the brim of his hat. My hat might be a little big. It might be a little big, but I don't know. It's okay. All right, let's continue. We're going to give him some I see what happened there. Okay, sorry. You get to see the thought process here. Okay, let's do his necklace real quick. I'm going to be jumping up and down, I think. Jumping up and down. Okay, never mind. We're going to do his eyebrows. He's got these eyebrows. So we're going to make a mean slash right here. And we're going to, after you have this, we're going to make some jaggedy lines like that. To give him this like big bushy eyebrow. Just start off with a curved line and then add some little fire next to it. And this one's kind of hard because it's actually right here on top of his eye patch. So it's kind of hard to see that one. But we want to make him look a little bit mean. Make him mean the way you want to. We're going to add in a bunch of little dots. So we're going to do dots here, going across like that, 2 rows, right? We already did a big long one earlier. We're going to add in a couple more rows of dots here. It doesn't have to be too many. All right, there we go. So we got his gruffy beard. All right. All right. Let's do all his shirt details because that's kind of the craziest here. Craziness. We're going to, now that we see these triangles, they kind of look like lightning bolts. We are actually going to just go on the top and we're going to follow this lightning bolt all the way down. All the way down. So we have 2 of the same lines. Drawing it that way is a lot easier than if we had done it a different way. So, we're going to draw he's got like a tooth, and all we're going to draw is like a little moon, like that. Okay? Then we're going to go right back up, but before we get all the way to the top, we are going to draw a C shape. Okay, so this is supposed to be a tooth. There we go. Let's do it that way. That looks more like a tooth, I think. All right, let's finish off this little belt that he's got here. We're going to draw little thin rectangles right here, and then another line going all the way across. Okay, I know there's a lot of details on this shirt. There's a lot. We're going to do a 2 circles. 1, 2, and we're going to do this on both sides like that. Okay, then we're just going to add a long U shape, and inside these long U shapes, we're going to just draw a line going down the middle. Okay, then we're going to erase the lines that are inside of these circles. I'm not exactly sure what this decoration is, but there you have it. Okay. All right, let's finish. It looks like all we've got left are his hands. So to finish his hands, we're going to draw letter C's. Letter C's. Like that. And then straight lines going down. Like that. Then we can get rid of the middle part. Like that. Okay, let's clean up these rectangles right here. And I think, oh, you know what? We're going to add, I'm just going to draw these little lines going down his sleeves. That is it. Oh, nope, there's still more. This guy's got a lot of details. Okay, yeah, so here's the first thing we need to do. We can get rid of this box. All right. And then we can draw a line going all the way across the 2 sides of his jacket. Now we are done. All right, we are done. So there you go. The snake rattler. He looks like a cool guy. I don't know. He was an interesting character to draw. So thank you for requesting them. Keep ink these in, color them up. Don't forget, we do have a Facebook page. You can drop these in. Your final, and I want to see it inked. I want to see it colored. Drop them in. I want to see your final snake rattlers. And I saw one more thing on his jacket. We can drop one more line going straight down for his jacket. Sorry about that. Okay. He's got a lot of details, this guy. So ink these in, color them up, and keep on drawing. The more you do, the better you get.